Hello beautiful friends and welcome back to a new tattoo story. Finally, I'm so sorry that you have to wait so long, but I wasn't in the mood to film any YouTube videos the last time, so today I will start now and keep it short, and let's go. Let's continue with the tattoo over here. I hope you can see it. The bull's head. It was very spontaneous tattoo. It was created at an event where I also met Nikki, one of my favorite tattoo artists. And we arrived at the event and they told us that there is a tattoo artist, so we can get a little tattoo. Of course, I was one of the first persons who was at the tattoo stand, and I asked her if she can draw something like a bull's head. And some minutes later there was this new tattoo on my hand. For me, the tattoo has no real meaning. I think it's just a cute or cool memory because it was this spontaneous tattoo at this event where I met Nikki. And yeah, this wasn't my last tattoo made by her. So I met her at the event, and sometimes later I asked her if I can have an appointment at her studio, and this tattoo was created. As a child, I really loved Ariel the mermaid, and I also loved to spend all my time in the water, and I was always like playing mermaid in the water, and so for me it was clear this would be a super cool childhood memory tattoo. I made an appointment with Nikki because I was so convinced by her tattoos at the event. I just sent her a picture of a mermaid and said that I want her without a face because the mermaid shouldn't have a personality. On the day of tattooing I was quite nervous because I was afraid that the finished motif, which of course she drew but I never saw before, would not please me. So arriving at the appointment, I saw the artwork for the first time and I loved it. I don't think it ever happened to me before that I went to a tattoo artist and the template was 100% perfect at the first attempt. Every day I'll look at it, I really love it, and I'm still super happy. Oh, and I forgot, the bull's head and the mermaid, I think both were like 5 out of 10 on the hurt scale. Next one was this little rose tattoo on my right hand. I really loved the phrase "be kind," but somehow it looked a little bit lost on my hand, so I decided to have something to go with it, and again I just showed Nikki a pattern and she drew it by hand. Yeah, again, I'm super happy with her work. I think it's so important that you find a tattoo artist you really trust. I think this was a 6 out of 10. So, next one is M on my left side, and there's such a super simple meaning behind because the name of my mom is Matilda, and so the M is for Matilda. And it was not bad, it was just a 3 or 4 out of 10. Next one is the hope on my right tattoo. You have to know, I think you already know from the previous videos, I really love finger tattoos. And the hope has a very important meaning for me because for me it has its own reason why it is on my fingers this time. My grandma was in the hospital for an incredibly long time before she died, and I also held her hand in the end when she passed away. In any case, she has put the phrase "hope dies last" on my heart. Every evening I thought about it, and even now, no matter what I do or what I hope for, I always think hope dies last, so don't give up. Okay, sorry guys, I'm always a little bit emotional with this tattoo, but yeah. So all in all, it's a super random tattoo because I think millions of people have this hope tattoo on their hands, but I know my meaning, and it's super special for me. And yeah, this finger tattoo was a 7 out of 10, I would say. It was not that bad, but it was also not that comfortable. So next one is this number over here, and it's also a super simple meaning because it's my lucky number. It's 25, and yeah. So I thought, why not have you over here, a lucky number. Yeah. And it was a 6 out of 10. Another random tattoo I really love is this palm tree on my right hand. Guess what? It's there because I love summer, and palm trees always reminds me on summer. And that's it. It was also super funny because Nicky drew it, and she also did it freehand on my arm, and it turned out great like always. And it was a 4 out of 10. Now guys, the time is here. We're now talking about my art tattoo on my right knee. I never got so many questions about a tattoo, and so many who copied this tattoo. It's crazy. This tattoo also means so much to me because I often ask myself the question, what is art? And I personally think that art is everything and something different for everyone. Every person who has a scar, a tattoo, a birthmark or whatever is art for me. It's an individual art. Every person is simply different, differently beautiful in his own way and fascinating. I think it's art how you dress, how you love, how you paint pictures and so on. I've mentioned it before, but I love tattoos because they tell a different story each time. It doesn't matter if 5 people get exactly the same tattoo. Each one has a different effect, each one tells a different story, each one has a different overall picture. You always ask me about the font of the tattoo, but unfortunately I can't tell it to you because my tattoo artist also drew this one hand-free on my knee. And yeah, this tattoo always should remind me that my body and everybody is art and beautiful. And it was a 3 out of 10. This was not bad. Let's hop over to the next. And it's the one on the back. And it says, "Kiss me hard before you go, summertime sadness." And I think most of us know this song line from Lana Del Rey. And I also think most of us have noticed what summer lover I am. I love the sun, I love the warmth, I love palm trees, you know, because I'm always sad when summer ends and I kiss the summer goodbye. It's a 4 out of 10. It's 4 out of 10. And the last tattoo for today is this butterfly over here. I think a butterfly can be compared to humans. I find it super fascinating as a caterpillar becomes a butterfly, a complete transformation, such a majestic creature, and it just flies out into the world. Just as with the transformation of the butterfly, I find that people can change into the good. I'm also a person who always sees the good in others, but I simply find everyone can change and transform. And I just love to watch butterflies fly through the air because they're so light and noiseless, and it's just beautiful to watch. And this one is also just a 4 out of 10. So guys, I am so happy that you watched this tattoo story too, and I hope you liked it. Stay tuned for the next part. The next video will come sooner, I promise, or I hope I can make it. Yeah. I wish you all a very nice day or evening or whatever, and see you soon.